So we're going to go over, excuse me, breaking down your game video. Clarence said it earlier today. You got a 50% chance of getting hired. You got a 100% chance of getting better. And in my opinion, this is the best way to get better.
Michael Jordan, remember I interviewed him years ago. And I said, what makes you the best in the world? Is it skill? Is it talent? Is it ability? Is it background? Is it training? He said, I didn't even make the high school basketball team my sophomore year. I was cut. He said, what it is every day I demand more from myself than anybody else could possibly expect. I don't compete with other people. I compete with what I'm capable of. And it's just like that kind of standard is inspiring.
Yeah, thank you. All right, so a lot of this has been touched on today, right? Adam came up here. He told you I had to be brutally honest with myself, right? You should be your own worst critic. You're not in competition with your partner. You're not in competition with anybody else on the staff. You're not in competition with anybody sitting here today. You're in competition with yourself, all right? Every time you go into a video session, it takes about 45 minutes to break down about 10 minutes of your game if you're doing it the right way. If all you're doing is all validating, right? Got that right, I got that right, I missed that one. If that's all you're doing, you're wasting your time, right? What did Jeff come up here and he said, look, I know where I'm supposed to be, but this is where I needed to be on that play, right? So as you're breaking down your tape, look for what you did wrong, what you can improve on.
Michael Jordan, remember?
All right, so why, right? We touched on it. You're going to fix things. You're going to see what everybody else sees. So everybody that's, you're doing something ridiculous out there and you don't even know you're doing it. We all have these quirks. So you're pulling your pants, whatever, right? You don't even know you're doing it. If you watch video, you're going to see what everybody else is making fun of you for doing, right? And just be honest. It's okay to laugh. So they say it takes about 10,000 hours to be an expert at anything. Well, I don't know about you guys, but 10,000 hours is a long time and you're not going to do it on the floor. So put time in off the floor, your games, right? Watch other people's games. Doesn't matter what game you're watching, whether it's, a high school game, NBA game, college game, WNBA, there's something to learn from that game. Don't just watch the game as a fan. Watch it as a referee. What can you learn? Clarence said he was challenged to work on the clocks all summer long. Every game he watches this weekend, he's going to be working on the clocks, right? So he's constantly trying to get better. We all are. Positioning, all right? This is the number one reason we misplace, right? So as there are table stakes for this weekend. If you're not a good play caller, okay, you're probably not getting hired. If you're not a good play caller and you don't know why, this is the number one reason, right? Number two reason is you're not looking in the right place. And the number three reason is you don't really know what the rule is, so you just blow something and hope for the best, right? Really the three reasons why we misplay. So when you're watching your tape, these are things to think about. Were you in the right place? Were your eyes looking in the right spot? Could you have been better? So yeah, okay, you got the play right, but you're standing stacked and you get lucky, right? Well, we don't want you to be lucky. We want you to be in the right position, looking at the right things, and being in the right spot. Yeah. Oh, don't worry, I got you there. Don't worry, all right? Just wait for it. Wait for it. I didn't want to put you under the terrible. All right, play calling. Look, as you're watching play calling, right, ask yourself, am I calling with my crew's calling? We haven't had any travels. My partners haven't had any travels, and I have 5 of them. Probably a problem, right? If we just had a block charge down there and we no-called it, now we come down here and we call a hand check, problem, right? So look at all of these different situations as you're breaking down your game. Intangible, right? What did Dwayne said, I'm 66 years old, and fitness is important to me, And I'm not asking you to do anything that I'm not doing, right? So how do you look on the floor? How do you run? Do you look athletic, or do you look like, well, we'll just leave it and look like something else? What's your overall demeanor on the floor? When you're watching yourself move on the floor, do you look arrogant? Do you look cocky? Are you non-communicative with the coaches, with the players? Look like you have a chip on your shoulder? Do you look like you're having fun? At the end of the day, we all love doing this, so why do we sometimes look so miserable on the floor? Right? All of that comes across in your body language. What do you do during dead balls? Right? You hold the ball underneath your arm like a loaf of bread and look like you just don't want to be here? Are you up standing against the wall or stanching or whatever? Like, what are you doing during dead balls? Do you look professional? Nonverbal communications, your signals, how do they look? If signals look bad, you fix that, right? There's 100 people in here. I don't know how many people he's trying to hire, but if I've got one spot and it's between you two and I've got to eliminate one of you, all right, your signals are good, your signals aren't as good, hire, right? It's little things. It's little things. And then clocks. Clarence mentioned clocks earlier, right? Clocks are important. If we got to, we have replay, but if we got to go to replay and it takes us 45 seconds to realize that we got to put 3 seconds back on the game clock, that's not very efficient. But if I know that the game clock started, and I know that we started at 10:37, and I know that the game clock's now at 10:35, but the shot clock hasn't started, I can just say, hey, put 28 on the shot clock, we're good. And now it took a little bit of time, and we look like we know what we're doing and not constantly running through the lawn. Team intangibles. Again, you got to work as a team. It's always the game, the crew, then me, right? So when you're looking at your tape, how are you interacting with the team? Double whistles over the last couple of years have been a huge thing. They don't want us to have double whistles. If you have too many, it means you're looking at the ball, you're looking out of area, and your timing is off. You're not trusting your partner to make their call. So when you have double whistles, should I have had a double whistle? If not, why did I? And how am I going to stop that from next time, right? Do you make eye contact with your partner, especially on throw-ins, right? If you don't know where your partners are on throw-ins and you're just like, boom, you hand the ball and, somebody's talking to the table, that's a red flag. You're not locked in, right? You can see all of that stuff on tape. You work off ball. You get to your action areas as a crew. Did you help each other in disciplinary situations, right? If we have a player who's a problem, what Hay would say? Hay would say, I'm going to talk to the guy that's a problem. Well, if you know that 15 was a problem in your game and all game 15's over there and you're over here because you don't want to address him, fix it. Identify it, fix it. You can see all of these things on tape. So I say all that to say, let's do some breakdown. Now, I want this to be interactive. Okay, so if you see something, say something, shout it out. The cool thing about tape is that you can watch it, the same play, we can watch 100 times today, and we're all going to find something different to talk about. Okay, so it's an ever-evolving process. So shout out whatever you see. So first thing we're going to look at is position. So here we are in the half-court set. Ball in lane 1. Trail, behind the play, you can see through the play, you can see the next matchup. Center, look at his eyes, off ball, action area. Lead wide, looking off ball, but also has an awareness of a possible what up here. Screen, right? So right now, we're all in pretty good position. Play goes on, right? Now we got it in the post. Post. He hasn't left anywhere. He's got feet. He's got contact. Still off ball.
On the block. kicking it back. Gets it.
We don't need the video. So now, let's talk about this. Whose area is this? Okay? He just did what? Turned, right? Who has the worst look at this? Right? Who has the best look? Right? So just because we get hung up in area way too much. Okay? You need to know your area, but if there's nothing in your area or you can't see what's in your area, trust your crew. If the lead has a whistle on a play on the front side, he's guessing, and it might as well be an incorrect call. Right? We have to trust the crew. So, center, great look. Nothing happens. Now we're in transition. Even with or behind the ball, ball comes into his area, boom, body language says I'm on the play. Now, go off the play. Ball settles, but can he referee 1 versus 1 by himself? Is there a reason to rotate? No, so we're not going to, right? We close down, and then we see everybody come over here, so we stop. I'm off ball, on ball, off ball. Good position. Now, screen, right? For a post-up, rather. But he comes from the lead's area, lead's helping. Now, we have a reason to rotate. It's a good rotation. Now we have a reason to rotate. Comes across, picks it up. Does our center automatically move out because the lead comes over? No, don't leave an open angle. Don't leave an open angle. Right? He can see what he needs to see. His angle hasn't closed. There's no reason to move yet. Turn, move. Now, he just takes the next couple steps and gets out. Right? Now we're coming down the floor, behind the play, in line with the ball, free throw line extended. Our positioning is solid. Right? Our positioning is solid. Drive to the hoop, dot, good. So here, initially we're in good position, right? Is this an active matchup? Do we have, he's guarding space. There's 10, 15 feet of space there, right? Do we need to be on this? No. So what's he looking at? He's like, oh, somebody's leaving. Let me try to find what's coming next, right? I don't have to stare at this, right? He can still see that out of the corner of his eye. It's peripheral, right? Look at how he's standing. He's open. Now a ball comes here. Oh, anytime the ball is 6 feet or closer to the sideline, that means that I probably need to come onto the floor because I can't really get a good angle on it. Anytime the ball is more than 6 feet off the sideline, that's when we got to get back to the sideline, be sideline oriented as the trail. So here, he recognizes close to the sideline, he steps out. Now, can he see that? Yup. Can he see this if it comes into his peripheral? Yup. So we've got the play covered. Off ball, in the post. Active post matchup. So we don't have lead looking out here. Trail can referee 1 versus 1. Lead can referee 1 versus 1. Now we'll figure out what happened, right? Slight adjustment. Constantly moving. Now, where's that contact happen? Backside, right? Right there. Boom, he's got his hand in the cookie jar, right? Can the center see that? No. Trail can, but whose primary is it? Leads. So where should the whistle come from? Leads. We have one whistle. Strong whistle. He walks it off the end line. I don't know if we're going to get a look at his report, but all right, now let's look at, again, little things, but body language. How do we look when we administer free throws, free positions, right? That down here, up here, why is it up here? Who are we communicating to? Everybody, not just these players. We're communicating to everybody. So if I come down here, can they see me? No. Everything we do should be up. Everything we do should be big, right? That toss look athletic. Could it be better? So is that where we're supposed to stand? Yeah. So check yourself. Check yourself, right? First shot, we stand there. How many of you let the ball bounce 3 times before you finally get it after a made shot? Right? Why can't we step in there, show a little energy, catch the ball, get them moving, right? Little tiny things. Little tiny things. We're in the half court set. Ball's in lane 3. Center body language. I've got this. Trail. Looking off ball. Lead. Looking up here. Right? We don't need 4 eyes on the ball here. Screening action. Slight move. Slight move. Rotate over. So here's a good opportunity, right? So we got a double whistle. So let's look at it. So here, what kind of foul is it? Front side or back side? Back side. Who's responsible for the back side? Center, right? So double whistle. Recognize this double whistle. What's he do? Immediately drops it, right? So you look, it's gonna happen. We're gonna have double whistle. We don't need to both have a whistle. You got it, you got it. We don't need to point. We don't need to do any of that. Boom. Oh, shoot, that's not my play. All right, let me go get the ball, right? We've got it. We've got it covered. Right? So that's okay. If we're being our own worst critic, now you got to ask yourself, why was I looking, right? Or why wasn't I slightly more patient? Because that's the backside, contact on the backside. Now, if the center doesn't have a whistle, then we want you to have a cadence whistle because that's illegal contact to the basket on a shooter. I was telling him that my boss and everybody in the league is over there on the sideline. Tuck that shirt in so I don't have to listen to him complain to me, right? So, little things like that. And just, we're here. It's not, I'm not being dictator. And I blame Dwayne all the time or all of our supervisors. Hey, man, I don't want to get an email from him. We've been getting all these emails about you're always tucking your shirts. You got to take care of that. I mean, they don't know any better. And most of the time that helps them do it and gets us out of the suit, right? Well, obviously, we can keep going, but do you guys understand? We haven't talked at all about plays, right? If you're in the right position and you're looking at the right thing and the crew is working the system, you're going to get the plays right. That's what we're paid to do. But you need to figure out, how can I, if you're on staff, how can I elevate my status on the staff? If you're trying to get on staff, how can I present a product that Dwayne can't refuse this week? And all of that is done in the video room. All of that is done on the floor, but you're going to take your punch list and you're going to create that from the video. This weekend, when you're on Crenshaw 1 and 2, after your games, you're going to be on these side screens. Don't just guess we're going to look at plays, but look at these intangible things. Ask your clinician, hey, I don't like the way that looks. Or did you think I could have been in a better position? Or whatever the case may be. But if all you're doing is looking at, oh, got that play right, missed that one, right? Don't waste your time. Look for the intangible stuff that can help you go from where you are to a higher level. And like Clarence said, you do that every time you watch your video, you're going to leave 100% guaranteed better than where you are right now. Any questions? Thoughts? All right, where's Miss Janetta? Oh.